guys, welcome back to my channel. We're here today to start round 2 of the mid-month book bash. So I'm here to start my opening clip for this vlog and let you know I'm currently reading Joan Is Okay by Weike Wang. This copy was complimentary from the publishers, Penguin Random House, and when they sent it to me a couple of months ago, I intended to read it right away because I wanted to participate in a book club discussion they were having where the author was going to come on and talk about the book, talk a little bit about her process and some of her motives for creating this character and writing about this Chinese young woman living in New York and kind of dealing with expectations that other people have of her and how she lives up or against those expectations. I did participate in the discussion, but I didn't read the book. So I attended the online discussion. I didn't actually say anything, but I'm reading the book now. Joan Is Okay. So yeah, it's 7:30 in the morning. I've been up now for about an hour and a half. And so far I've had my breakfast and I did the daily Wordle. And now I'm going to get back to reading. Are you guys doing Wordle? Because I'm still doing it every day. Hi. What you want? The baby. Baby took a bath. She has to dry off. Okay. Yeah. What? You want her now? But she took a bath. So I just went with my brother-in-law to go drop off recyclables, and they have a version of a little free library there. So I left a copy of the book that I was reading, Joan Is Okay by Weike Wang. Even though I've not finished reading it, I have another copy at home, and I thought it would be a great way to just leave a book. They did have a book there that I was interested in reading, and I could have taken it, but it wasn't in fantastic shape. Like, it was okay, but I didn't need it, so I decided not to take anything. I just left the book. He also told me he needs to stop at the library because he has to return a book, and I haven't been in a physical library for over 2 years, so yeah, I might need a minute or 30. Hi, baby. You put your apple juice down for a little bit? Okay. So I finished Sylvia Plath's novel, The Bell Jar, and I thought the writing was really engaging, especially in the first part of the book. I thought the writing was great all over, but I didn't like the story. The novel centers on this young woman named Esther Greenwood who gets a scholarship or an internship to go work in a New York magazine publishing industry for a month in a summer during her college years. And the book starts with her experience and her living out this fantasy that probably most young people have. And she's jaded, she experiences unease and dissatisfaction and ennui in a lot of ways. And then it just kind of jumps setting, and we're following her at a different place kind of when she goes back home. And I didn't quite get why the author spent so much time building up these secondary characters and not following them throughout the rest of the novel. So I thought the writing was really smart in a lot of ways, but there was also some really racist comments that irked me, really just I'm sure people are going to say that this book is a product of its time because it was written in the 1950s, 1960s. So there were places where the writing was really good. There were places where I didn't like that. But I did a buddy read of this with Rosalie and Columbus. And I think we all kind of had the same reaction. So yeah, finished the book for the weekend. So we're heading out for an errand, but we're back at home. We're back in our home, which means I now have my backup copy of Joan Is Okay by Weike Wang. I left the copy I had been reading when we went to the book swap, so now I'm back to reading it, and I would love to finish it during this vlog. So we're ending the vlog here because a lot is happening and I could just keep vlogging forever. But you don't want that. You were here for a weekend vlog and the weekend is over and I finished one book. I really only finished The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. I am still making my way through Joan Is Okay by Weike Wang. I still have about 70 pages or so to go, but it's really interesting. We're reading about a young Chinese American woman who's a doctor in New York City. Her brother lives in Connecticut, and he keeps telling her that, you should move out of the city, come live in Greenwich, you could start your own practice. And she wants none of that because she's very rational process thinker. So she thinks in terms of numbers. When she meets someone, she identifies them by their height and weight. And that's just how she processes reality. So she is one of those people who loves routine. She loves being busy. She's an attending at the hospital. And that's all she really wants to do. Kind of reminds you of the character in Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata, if you've read that. But this book is also a little bit about Chinese culture and this young woman processing her perspective as viewed from the lessons she learned lessons she learned from her immigrant parents. So also a little bit like Amy Tan in the Joy Luck Club. So highly recommend this one so far. Like I said, not finished, but it's set in 2019, beginning of 2020, and we're seeing her processing the increased interest in what's happening in Wuhan in China at the time. And that's where I am right now. So I don't know how far into that we'll go in the rest of the book. But so far, thoroughly enjoying this book. Love how she discusses language and word origins and just how we get our ideas and how we communicate those ideas to other people around us. So really enjoying this. I'll probably finish it tonight. And you'll hear me talk about it in my next video, I suppose. So yeah, we had a fantastic weekend. I read Sylvia Plath's The Bell Jar, and I think I talked about that in previous clip, but if I didn't, I'll just say it is about another young woman in New York for a period of time. She's 19, and this is set in the 1950s, 1960s, and we're reading about just kind of how she is exploring what options are available to her as a young woman she has a beau, is that how you call that? She has a young man who's interested in her, and he's also at an Ivy League school, and everyone assumes that they're supposed to be married, and she doesn't necessarily want that. They have these conversations, and it's very platonic in a lot of ways, but everyone's saying, this is going to be your future husband. And I like how the book starts. I love how the story starts. I just don't quite understand why it takes the turn that it does. And I think it mirrors kind of what's happening with this character, in that she spirals into mental illness, and it's almost as though you don't see it coming. And maybe that's the experience. But there are so many things I liked about that book, but there are also some things that just really blew me out of the story, just kind of blew things out of the water, because this main character, she is very aloof in a lot of ways. She doesn't seem to understand how to be happy. But forget happiness, contentment, she doesn't seem to understand that either. And so it's a lot about her fixating on these things that other people do, and their appearances and their otherness. And so there were some things that, I mean, if they weren't racist, I don't know what they were. But yeah, so there were some things about the Bell Jar that I really, really liked. And then there were other things that just disqualified the book in my mind. So yeah, those are the books that I was reading this weekend. And I'm also reading Billie Jean King's memoir, reading that for the BookTube Prize. So, I can't talk about that yet. But, more on that coming soon. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sorry this went on for a while, but I appreciate you watching this video, and would love to chat with you I would love to chat with you in the comments. Let me know which part of this video, this vlog resonated with you. So thank you for watching, and until next time, happy reading. Bye.